on a wooden cross.
Yes.
I tell you, if I get to talk to him at any time, I'll tell him what a fool he was.
Oh, you can talk to him any time.
Yeah.
He's always there listening.
That's the beautiful thing about faith in Jesus Christ, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But as I said to a Baptist minister this morning, I can understand why the churches are dying. And I didn't even feel any guilt walking away because I thought his whole performance, he rambled on for a good hour just for his sermon. and he started from the birth in Bethlehem. He didn't miss a beat right through to when we can turn around and look up and say, well, thank you, Lord. I said, now, you wanted a history of Christianity, you just go and get the Bible. You know what I mean? I think he went overboard.
Yeah.
But he had to me, I'm a military. You stand still and address the troops, right? He's like this. Yeah, and after about 5 minutes, I was sick of it. I tried to be understanding, so I just sat there with my eyes closed and thinking, well, if you think I'm asleep, that's a good try, but I just can't stand this man.
Well, fortunately, that's got nothing to do with Christianity.
Jesus said, love one another as I first loved you.
That's right.
And put that gun down, Johno. That's what I've always found hard to understand, how the Anglo-Saxon nation would embrace Christianity, yet it would still engage in military conquest for people. You know, I really feel for our Australian Aboriginals.
So do I.
But, no, we won't ever have a perfect world because we're not perfect, eh?
That's right. None of us are.
Especially when you look at me.
None of us are.
Yeah, but you're right though. When it gets you down, Jesus will listen.
Yep. He will always.
Pardon?
He will always.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah, I had some school children ask me, did I believe in Christ? And I said, yeah, I did actually. I said, I'm just visiting at the moment though. And one of them looked at me, have you ever had something serious where you have to thank God? And I said, yeah, absolutely. I said, I very rarely talk about incidents, but this one really stuck in my mind as I was running up an adobe alley. My weapon had been discharged and I've got an enemy running up behind me with a 9mm, oh it's Chinese, 9mm. They've got a very distinctive bark to them. And I'm very grateful that God intervened. This bloke was letting off a burst of shots at me.
Whoa.
And he should have been able to cut me down because I was about from here to that park ahead of him. 25 metres and you could waste him. And it's me and I'm thinking, ooh. And I thought, I've got to get out of this or I'm dead. And I shot round a corner to the right, straight into a dead end.
Oh.
And I thought, this is it. This is it. This is how you're going to get it. Now you tell me, I'm a little short fellow with a big mouth, how I could jump 10 feet.
You do miraculous
Whoa.
things when you need to.
Over the top, and I'd look back to see how close he was, and the bullet just ruffled my hair. And I thought, I'll be right down to mix it with you, mate. Like hell, I just and jumped. I still, well, thank you, Lord. Thank you for that.
That was a close shave.
Pardon?
That was a close
Yeah.
shave.
But you look back and you think, well, what did you preserve me for? Because I do believe that God is all around us.
Mm-hmm. Well, everyone has a purpose. Just
I can't figure mine out. Unless, of course, it's to annoy people. I take great pleasure in that. Yeah. I even sit here and drink their tea and eat their peanuts. So where are you heading? North?
no, we've been to Yeppoon and we're heading back down south now.
Oh.
Yeah.
And what do you think of Yeppoon?
It was lovely. Very nice.
What, nobody hit your car?
No,
They hit the car there?
Pardon?
Do they hit the car?
No, so nobody hit your car.
no.
Where when I'm in Yeppoon,
Or it's too tight?
Okay.
they seem to hate these vans, mate.
Oh,
No?
we're in that one over there.
Well, the one the far,
Yeah, the far
well, it's a
end.
Sprinter, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Sprinter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, you better move it. It's making mine look untidy. Yeah, I've got to do some repairs on mine. You've got a good vehicle, though.
Yep.
Mercedes, they made a good one.
Yeah, they're good. How is this one?
Oh, love the engineering,
Yep.
hate the company.
Okay.
Absolutely hate Iveco. They're the most dishonest, all their agents are the most dishonest, greedy people I've ever met.
Okay.
I'm a mechanic, so I take offence
Ah.
when I pull into Iveco and have you got a set of brake pads? Oh, we can book you in. Oh no, I just need the brake pads, thanks mate. And you can see their eyes, you know, the dollar signs start to fade. Now it annoys me, they've ripped me off. I had to repair the diff in Atherton.
Yep.
I just destroyed the housing climbing up a mountain outside of Herberton. Limped, 350 k's down to Townsville because I didn't want to deal with the Iveco mob in Cairns.
Wow.
John, you've damaged all the diff housing, mate. What would you like to do? And I said, well, I'd like to have a look at it myself. I said, not being rude, I said, but I'd like to see it for myself. So I jumped down into the pit and sure enough, I'm not boasting, but I've got quite a few skills. And I've looked at the housing and I thought, take the drive shaft off.
Yep.
And with a MIG welder, I would have been able to repair round the housing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we'll have to call in a specialist crew from down the road, engineers. And I went, mate, I don't mind paying you for the use of your MIG welder and any time I need to repair it, but I can repair that housing. Oh, well, we've already rang him. And I thought, well, that's quick, we're just talking about it now. But this chap's turned up in his flash little car and jumped down into the pit. Oh no, we couldn't work on that. Oh no, it's just impossible. And I looked at him and I said, well, I said, but I suppose it depends on your skill, and obviously you don't have any. And they don't like you being straight. They don't like straight conversation. And he got a bit of huffy, you know, and mate, how much do I owe you to come down and tell me that
You can't fix it.
yeah, and the foreman at Iveco has gone, oh, we'll take care of that, John. And I thought, yeah, you'll pack it on the end of the bill. $8,000 I paid
What?
for a replacement diff. It was supposed to come from Italy. But I think they liked the sunshine in Spain, and it left Spain and came out here. But I sat in Townsville at Garbett with this up against the back wall of the workshop,
Yeah.
and that's when I got the best laugh out of that incident.
Mm-hmm.
I said to the foreman, can you just get your mechanics to push it out of the workshop and out onto the council verge there,
Yeah.
because I love knocking them down. And he's gone, what? I said, oh, I won't take nonsense from any council blokes that come along. I said, but I enjoy the fact that this time when I knock one down, I can say to him, well, I can't move the van anyway. And he sort of looked at me a bit, and I went, no, I despise them. But anyway, I've come out after about half an hour and no van. Where's my helmet?
Really?
Did they tow it?
Yeah, no, they didn't take it to where I asked them to put it outside Iveco's in Garbett. They pushed it around half.
So no one could see it at the front of their place.
Yeah, and they pushed it around the back of the workshop.
And they were hiding it.
Right, yeah. And the thing that I really loved, I've got out and I'm looking at it, and there's an electrical cord coming out of the top of the workshop wall, right?
Yeah.
And I looked at the young mechanic and I said, what the hell's the cord for? Oh, that's for Ebony. I went, what? Oh, we don't want her to suffer from the heat. That'll run your air conditioning. And geez, I laughed. I went, oh, you don't give a damn about me, but me dog you get. But I thought it was lovely, mate.
That was good, yeah.
They didn't want Ebony to suffer.
Oh, there you go.
She was a cattle dog, Staffy Cross, and the most loving little female you could have ever met. And of course they've all taken to her.
Yeah.
And I know I was, stand down. In other words, sit. We don't know if this bloke's any good or not. And she'd sort of turn and look at me,
Yeah.
ignore me, walk up to the person that I was a bit wary of, and her tail would be going like that, right? And boy, she taught me, mate.
Wow.
Taught me not to just jump to a conclusion. And I found some of the roughest looking individuals that I thought I'd be like this, they're the most loving. But she knew.
She knew?
Of course she knew. And there was a couple of times when I thought, oh, that bloke doesn't look too bad. And she was, yeah. And I got very quickly trained because she very rarely showed dislike for anybody. So if she started,
If she started,
I
then
knew
she's
she was
accurate.
Yeah, she was dead set accurate.
Wow.
But then I went down into Tassie for another of my trips, and she got hit by a car
Oh, no.
in Franklin, and I'm a paramedic as well as a mechanic,
Yeah.
and it hit me as if I'd been hit in the stomach with a bullet.
Oh, that's terrible.
I went to pick her up from the road, and my training cut in, and I thought, no, check the bones. Yeah. And I'm checking a little body to see if she had any fractures, and she just sort of looking at me like that, and I thought, yeah, darling, Daddy's not going to walk away from you. And then it dawned on me, Johno, you can look after a human being, but what have you ever studied about animals?
Yeah.
I felt completely useless, mate. I thought, how in the hell am I going to look after you? And then I thought, right, I'll treat you as a field casualty, like a human.
Yeah.
But she wasn't passing blood from her bowels or her mouth, and lungs hadn't been damaged. She was still breathing steadily.
Yeah.
And then I realised she was in shock.
Oh, she was shocked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
shock had hit her. And then it dawned on me the reason that she got hit has she gone deaf?
Ah,
And I used to think, oh, she's just ignoring me.
oh no.
And I'd call out to her, Ebony, Ebony, and then she'd look round and then she'd come over to me.
Yeah.
And I did, in the last couple of months, I thought that she was playing tricks with me. Didn't occur to me.
She was losing
She was losing her hearing.
hearing, both ears, both of them.
Yeah, both of them. But she lived for nearly 18 years, and people were telling me I was very lucky. I was very blessed. You know?
To have her for 18 years.
Yeah, but I hate losing her.
Yeah, definitely.
She'd always be in the passenger side,
Yep.
and as we'd travel, because I loved her that much, I'd put my left hand out and I'd pat her on the bum.
Yep.
And then she'd just lift her head round and look at me. Yeah, righto, Dad. I want to sleep. Oh, we had a really lovely relationship.
You had a lovely time, yeah. Oh, so you traveled all over with her.
Yeah, but now as I'm travelling, I'll think of her and my hand will automatically go out to pat her and she's not there.
Yeah,
And
that's a bit sad, tough to handle.
but I feel sometimes these little animals are better than human beings.
Oh yeah, they've got some
Yeah.
very, very
And they
amazing.
don't even eat peanuts.
Well, so from here, where are you headed? Where are you heading to?
I think I'll go home. I think I'll head to Cairns and then to Herberton.
Oh, you're going up.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to stop at Nambour,
Yeah.
and I thought, oh no, I really don't like this place. So I came north. I'll drop in at Maryborough, and I'm coming up to where you turn off for Maryborough, and just kept coming.
Yeah.
And then I thought, oh, I know. I'll spend a few days at Christmas at Childers,
Yes.
you know, because I love this little old town, the way it's set out.
Yeah.
So I was quite disappointed when there were no Christmas,
Oh, decorations. Yeah.
you know.
So are you spending some days here? Are you going to be here for some days?
Yeah, I thought I'd just spend a couple of days here. I need to do some repairs on this. I took the awning off
Oh yeah, I can see that.
because it was damaging the side of the van,
Yeah.
and I never used it. And then it kept sagging down, and I couldn't move the side door, sliding it,
Ah yes.
which meant that I wasn't using the toilet because I couldn't empty it.
Yep. Yep.
So there are some,
Some issues.
yeah, but here comes a bigger train. I like trains, mate. They go chut chut. Well, it's still getting their harvest in. I thought it would have been finished by now.
A lot of sugar cane.
Yeah, it's sugar cane, yeah. Pretty poor looking crop by the look of it.
Yeah, it looks very
It looks like grass, doesn't it?
grass. Yeah, small stalk.
I suppose they're desperate to get every piece of cane they can get for the sugar.
Yep. That's a lot though.
No brake, no brakes on the wagons.
On the wagons.
It's a real skill game when you're driving. The loco's about 15 tonne, but you've got to gauge the hills.
Yeah.
And if you, no, I loved it. I picked it up.
And
very
this one is
quickly.
pushing it, yeah? The last one is pushing
Yeah.
it.
I never had them.
Yeah.
I'd have about 60 wagons, but no shunter behind it.
Yeah.
But apparently they go a fair distance from this district now. I think they closed a sugar mill down here, and it goes up to the ISIS they call it.
Oh, the ISIS, I saw it I saw the signboard when we were coming.
Yeah.
Yep.
But that's life. Everything changes. Whoa. Don't be like that. Sage and Sean.
Gay. Sage.
Yeah, they're gay.
Sage and Sean.
As gay as can be. And I never thought I'd like gay people, right?
Yeah.
I thought there'd be too many differences, right?
Yeah.
And like Sean sidled up to me when he first met me and he pinched me on the bum, right? And I sort of turned and looked at him and I said, mate, I'm straight.
Yep.
As straight as a corkscrew. And he laughed, right?
Yeah.
Never touched me again. And but I got to like them. Because Sage was younger. He's in the early 30s.
Yeah.
And Sean, I'd say he'd be about 45, something like that.
Yep.
But I just liked them, and they got an old caravan, cheap,
Yep.
and pulled it down to the camping area at Mergen.
Yep.
And I went to have a conversation with them, and it was so hot, the sun just roaring down. And I said to Shane, mate, you want to put an awning out? And he said, yeah, we were thinking of that. I said, well, take it off my van.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've only used it about 3 times in about 8.5 years.
Yeah.
And I said to him, I said, it's no good to me, mate. It's damaging the van. And I said, but if you'd like it, take it. So that's what we did.
Well, so that's how he got his shed. He took it
Yeah.
and fixed it on his.
Yeah, well, he's just sitting on the ground for the moment. Well, it was a couple of weeks ago when I saw them before I went down to Brisbane.
So they bought an old van and they are doing it up.
They did it up quite well, actually.
Themselves?
Oh yeah, they're quite skilled. Sean's a coach driver. He drives for Percy's coaches in Mergen.
Yeah.
But they've got skills, and young Sage, he's really good with his hands, and they're buying a big coach off the company.
Oh.
And they're going to convert it into a mobile home.
Into a
like
motorhome. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. That would be something.
Yeah.
I would love that. A big
Oh,
couch.
yeah.
Yep.
And,
Okay, honey. We have to head.
Yeah, we head off?
Yeah. Pleasure meeting you, Johno.
thank you.
I'll leave you with that stuff, Marco.
Yep.
Around.
All right.